All right, Paul Cicerello leading the way in the yellow Serpent. Serpent leading out. At the line it was Denton, then Vinkemotor. Looks like it's still that way as they set into the triple on the backside. Now Vinkemotor, bad landing there on that triple. And Vinkemotor falls a couple spots, make him 5th right now. Cicerello, Denton, Vinkemotor, Daniel Lewis, and Pete Tozer at the line, but that is all changed up now. This is our 40 over truck A main. 30 minutes for this one here, 30 minutes for Sportsman, and 30 minutes for Expert before we get to that big 45-minute pro main event. Cicerello, little mistake coming through that left side, and Cicerello now falls to 2nd. New leader on the track, Mo Denton. Denton in the white and pink, working in through the triple section next. Denton started 2nd. Mark Robinson has made the biggest move so far from 10th all the way up to the top 3. Vinkemotor down to 4th, Pete Tozer in the top 5. Mo Denton with that low C truggy, the 3.0, working on the backside. Cicerello trying to make a little run at him here through the back rhythm. And now into the switchback section. Through the short chute, makes the turn. Cicerello now gets back to the lead with Mo Denton making a mistake there in the 7th. So Cicerello back to the front where he started. Mo Denton, a little mistake in that 7th pack. Good battle for 3rd right now, 3rd on the podium. Vinkemotor back up into the top 3, Tozer and Daniel Lewis moving up as well. Now Robinson is continuing to fall. LaRon Hearn, Mike Hyman, Big Sean. And now Ronnie Gutierrez moving up as well. Mark Robinson with a 56.4. So a tough lap right there, lap number 4 for Robinson. Cicerello leads out 2.4 up on Mo Denton, now 3.4 back to Don. Cicerello out of Ohio making the trip here to the Nitro Challenge. Working down the back straightaway. Watch out front side. Denton and Vinkemotor. These guys continue to battle out. Big Sean and Mark Robinson right together. Bill Mason and Rodney Gutierrez down to 12. Mason and Gutierrez battle each other every weekend right here at Fear Farm. Gonzalez in 13th. Leonard Murray looking a rough lap here. Might be off the track early. Leonard Murray with 5 different bump ups today. Essentially matching what Dylan Rodriguez has done, putting himself in the Pro Truck main. Daniel Lewis moves up top 3. Mr. Techno, Daniel Lewis. Now 2 back from Denton, 1.3 back to Flores. Then Tozer. That's your top 5. Vinkemotor, Hyman, Big Sean, LaRon Hearn now dropping. Mark Robinson picking up a spot right there. Gonzalez goes 10th. Cicerello back to the front. Leading the way. Let's follow one lap. Wow. Reverse 360 for Cicerello. Losing a little grip there in turn number 1. He'd want a complete 360 right there. Cicerello now working on the backside. Through the rhythm section he goes. In the yellow with yellow rims, white wing. Serpent coming through the whip section or 7-pack. Trying to extend that lead. Last time by, 6.8 back was Mo Denton. Daniel Lewis another 2.5 behind, then 5 back and 3 back. That's Vinkemotor and Flores. Yeah, we're all good. So Cicerella leads out now, 5:15 in, 24:45 remaining on the clock now. Mo Denton, 7 behind. Daniel Lewis of Techno fame, 3.1 behind. Vinkamoto, 3.8 back. Danny Flores, another 3.8 behind. Hyman and Pete Tozer, a good battle for 6th. And in fact, that's the tightest battle we have on the track right now. There's Daniel Lewis, 2.9 back from Denton. Cicerella continues to lead out. We're going to try to find a good battle to follow here. There's Flores at the line. Flores in the green and white. And then Tozer, followed by Hyman. Tozer through the step-up section there, kind of light blue and red or burgundy. And then Mike Hyman in the all-orange. Those guys are working themselves. And now Tozer with a problem on the backside. Watch out, backside triple. Backside triple, all kinds of trouble. And finally they're going to get him. It's Tozer and Hyman. Anybody broke? It does not look like it. I don't know how. Those guys went nose to nose. One was upside down. That was Tozer. And Hyman came right through, didn't see him. And they continue to battle on, but we've got to change then. So Cicerella, your leader, then Denton, Lewis, Vinkamoto, 4th. Now Danny Flores moving up into the top 5. Big Sean is 6th. Mark Robinson 7th. Pete Tozer, Mike Hyman, then Gerardo Gonzalez down through 10th. 6:45 in, 23:15 remaining. Race number 30 working the track right now. Cicerello up by 11. Cicerello right out of the gate on Thursday morning. He was the first heat out. And in 40 over, he absolutely killed it. And at that time, figured out this guy has a serious chance to take a championship home in the 40 over truck class for sure. He's also running a couple other classes, a pro. And so definitely has a huge amount of talent. Cicerello out of Ohio with the Serpent. Working back to the front line in the yellow. Here he comes wide in for Fuel. So Fuel comes in. Looks like back down and away for your leader, Cicerello. Mo Denton now comes in for Fuel in the white and pink. Daniel Lewis, Don Vinkamoto, Danny Flores top 5, then Robinson, Big Sean, Pete Tozer, Mike Hyman, and Gonzalez. Best battles we've got on the track right now. Mo Denton, Daniel Lewis, and Don Vinkamoto. Those guys running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Flores is 6 back, Robinson 7 back, and we've got Big Sean right on the tail of Robinson. Tozer and Hyman battling for 8th. Got a flame out coming back into pit lane. We've got 8:30 in, 21:30 remaining now. Cicerello continues to lead out. 9.5 up now. It was about 11. He did come in for Fuel, so we'll see if additional drivers peel in wide, and they definitely do. Here comes Big Sean in for Fuel. He's running a top 5. Fuel in, and back down and away. Mo Denton, Vinkamoto, and Lewis. Mo Denton top 3 right now. Cicerello, Daniel Lewis, and then Denton. Vinkamoto another 2 back, 7 back, then to Big Sean. That's your top 5. Robinson, Gonzalez, Tozer, Hyman, and then Flores. Paul Cicerello. Let's take another look at that sponsor sheet here for Cicerello as we have 10 minutes in and 20 to go. 10 in and 20 remaining drivers. Cicerello, sponsored by Serpent, Pico Power, Nitro Pro, PT Oil, Avid, A-Main Hobbies, SMC, and MIP. Once again, out of Cleveland, Ohio. Gave up the lead for a bit on one of the opening laps, but other than that, pretty stellar. Now stretches out that advantage to 18 seconds. Mo Denton and Daniel Lewis fighting for that number 2 position. Denton in the pink and white. Daniel Lewis right there behind him by about a second. Working through the short chute, coming into the center pack next. Mo Denton with the white and pink. Double, then single, and now Daniel gets out of shape upside down. So Daniel Lewis going to lose a little time right now to second place Denton. Denton cases that triple on the uphill. But no harm there, did not roll over, did not need a marshal. And down the front side he goes, 40.1 for Denton. He's 18 back though from Cicerello. Daniel Lewis another 3.3 back. Don Vinkemover in that number 4 position, Mark Robinson, and then Big Sean. Vinkemover working through the backside, triple. Personally, I've been able to race against Don quite a few times over the years, and super clean racer. This hobby really has added so much to my life, and it's friends like that that makes you want to come to the track. Vinkemover working through that right side triple up the hill. He's a champion before in 40 over. In fact, he went back-to-back at the Nitro pit back in about 2010. Both buggy and truck in the same weekend. A couple of trophies that I'm sure sit on the mantle back at home. Black and orange Losi for Vinkemover. He is 10 back from Daniel Lewis. Daniel 5 back from Denton. Denton now 16 back from Cicerello. Looks like we got a good battle down in 7th at the 12:30 mark. 12:30 in, 17:30 remaining. Mike Hyman is 7th. Pete Tozer and Gerardo Gonzalez right there together. And then 11 back to Gutierrez. That's Rodney Gutierrez, and then Danny Flores just a second behind him. Cicerello, and then Denton 16 back. Daniel Lewis another 6 behind. Vinkemover 9 back. Robinson 5 behind. Big Sean 7 back. Mike Hyman, Pete Tozer, Gerardo Gonzalez. And Rodney Gutierrez, Danny Flores. That's the battle for 10. There's about the best battle we've got. Working down the back straightaway. Daniel Lewis picking up the 2 spot from Denton. Mo Denton in the pink and white Lucy. Daniel in the Techno. And Denton a little bit quicker through that switchback section, but he was on the outside and so didn't have position. Got the leaders coming through on you guys. It looks like that might be Mason right there. Mason in the white. And look at that, nice inside move, and Mo Denton takes that spot away. Mo Denton at 40.5, Daniel Lewis at 42 flat. 14 in, 16 to go, 14 in, 16 remaining drivers. Race number 30, working the track here. Cicerello stretching this thing out even to 22 now. But Paul Cicerello is definitely proving something to me this weekend. He has been fast, he's been consistent. That's a deadly combination for the rest of the field here. Mo Denton in the 2 slot, now 24 behind Daniel Lewis. On the backside, little 50-50 axle grind. Don Vinkemover was 6 back from Lewis. We might have more fuel stops that have been happening here. We got Daniel Lewis showing in the number 3 position, and Vinkelmulder now only about 2.5 seconds back. Cicerello by 27. Each and every lap this guy is stretching it out. 39.2 that time by. Fast lap for him, a 38.9. Fast lap overall, Danny Flores with a 38.6. More fuel stops happening here. Watch out, coming out of pit lane. Hope everybody's all right down there. Cicerello, and then Denton, 27 back. Daniel Lewis now another 7 back in third, and Vinkelmulder trying to pick up that spot. And looks like Daniel might have come in for fuel potentially right here on lap number 24. Leader already working lap number 25. There's Denton by the line. He comes in for fuel. Up on the blocks, fuel in, and back down and away. Mo Denton, an impressive run right now. 42.6 last time by. He's 28 back from Cicerello. $16.30 and $13.30 remaining. Cicerello, Denton, Vinkelmulder, top 3. Daniel Lewis, Mark Robinson, top 5. Big Sean, Mike Hyman, Danny Flores, Ronnie Gutierrez, and Gerardo Gonzalez. A couple of good battles out there. Hyman versus Flores, that's for 7th. And then Gutierrez versus Gonzalez, that's for 9th. And now it's Don Vinkelmulder moving up into the top 2. Cicerello, your leader in the Serpent. Vinkelmulder, little Losi in the 2 slot. Another Losi with Mo Denton is 3rd. Daniel Lewis with the Techno is 4th. Mark Robinson, who qualified all the way in the number 10 position, has moved up into the top 5. So a good move forward there for Mark Robinson. He's running the Losi as well. Working up onto the backside there. Mo Denton in that white to pink. And now a little mistake. Backside, watch out on the triple. Ouch. And for good measure, another little tap. So Mo Denton with the big mistake right there in the triple. That is so dangerous. See vehicles end up on that lip more times than I'd care to remember. When that normally happens, everybody coming through that triple, they just want to blast through. We've seen our fair share of broken parts on that. Thankfully right now, I don't think we hurt anything, except maybe some lap times. Cicerello, working lap number 28, 27-second advantage here on Vinkelmulder now. Vinkelmulder out of the San Diego area. Daniel Lewis, 5.9 back. Mo Denton, another 3.5 behind. Mark Robinson, then 14 back, and then Big Sean. Those two coming through the front side. Robinson working down the backside in the black wing, and right behind him, Big Sean with the white. Vinkelmulder in and out for fuel. Now we've got another good battle working onto the backside. Drag race, and that was kind of an interesting situation back there. Vinkelmulder had inside position, and he definitely had the speed, and now it's Daniel Lewis. It's all out of shape. Daniel, you got to give me more than that, man. There you go. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Mo Denton, and now piggybacking. Watch out. Help us out in the 7. Another one upside down. That is Daniel. This lap is not going to be kind to Techno's Daniel Lewis as he makes the turn onto the triple. Meanwhile, on the front side, Vinkelmulder a 47.5. There's Mo Denton, a 43.6 in the white and pink. Daniel Lewis then a 49. Lewis in that kind of green to orange to blue on the backside there. And Lewis upside down. Watch coming onto the backside. Watch coming onto the back straight. Watch coming onto the back straight. Watch out, watch out. Oh my God. Out of control right now on that backside. We had one car going completely backwards in the lane. Cicerello, lucky that he's got this 33-second advantage right now. I don't know what I would have thought if I was coming down that triple section on the backside, and here's another car coming the opposite direction. We have, I assure you, been running clockwise throughout the event. Front side, watch out, watch out, watch out. Wow. You guys are super, super brave. Cicerello, Winkelmolder, Mo Denton. Things stretching out a little bit now between Cicerello and Winkelmolder to now 32. So at this pace, with 21 down and 9 to go, Cicerello could definitely put a lap on the field in that Serpent. Don Winkelmolder by the line is now 30 back after a 40.1 that time by Mo Denton, another 39.6, a good lap there. And now a replay on liverc.com. These guys are absolutely crazy. I know they're passionate about helping out their fellow enthusiasts, but I don't think you'll catch many making that move right there. Paul Cicerello now gives up some time. A 24.1 second advantage now for Cicerello instead of 32. Winkelmolder 40.1, Cicerello 48.5, so obviously a big bobble on that last one. Cicerello, next car in front of him is going to be Daniel Lewis. Lewis in jeopardy being put in a lap down, and now Lewis has something wrong with that vehicle. And Lewis might not be able to make it to the start-finish line again. So Daniel Lewis now fading. A 41 last time by, this time by a 48.9. He brings it into pit lane. They're going to take a quick look at it. And looks like Daniel going to be off the track for good. So no more Daniel Lewis, he's falling south. Paul Cicerello, meanwhile, maintains that advantage, 22 seconds right now. Winkelmolder in the 2 slot. Mo Denton trying to mount another charge, 1.6 back, 7:15 remaining on the clock now, 7:15. Working down into the switchback, left, right, left again. Winkelmolder in the black and orange, yellow rims, black wing. And Mo Denton got another vehicle right in front of those guys. Battle for second place coming up on your back door. Moving back to the front side here. LaRon Hearn has Winkelmolder and Mo Denton coming up on him next. $6:45 to go. 6:45 to go now, drivers. Last fuel stop's going to be coming here shortly. Cicerello on a 45-lap 30.03 pace. Don Winkelmolder on a 45-lap 30.34. 25 seconds, the gap right now from Cicerello to Winkelmolder. Mo Denton, another 2/10 behind. Robinson then 27 back. Big Sean 8 behind. Gonzalez 23 back. Hyman another 1.5. Then Flores 21 seconds back from Hyman. Lewis off the track. Rodney Gutierrez, Bill Mason down in 11th. LaRon is 12th, and Tozer, Murray, and Buquirin off the track early. .545 now remaining, 5:45. Leader down the backside. Follow Cicerello for a lap here. Pico Power. Pico making a huge entry back into the RC world. I know I had a P7, what was it, a P7R Pro 10 years ago. And I liked it, felt good. But then they kind of disappear. I haven't seen too many of them at the track up until the last, I don't know, inside maybe 6 months. Jerome Trignaire making a big push, and a lot of guys having some early success with that Pico engine. And of course, Paul Cicerello If you ask him, I'd say it's treating him pretty well. Comes onto that backside rhythm, triple. Coming to the front here, left-hander. Do the switchback. You can see the track really grooving up. It was nice and warm here today. Didn't have much luck trying to keep moisture in the track. Don Winkelmotor, 9 seconds behind, so Winkelmotor picking up the pace a little bit. 48.5 from Cicerello, then a 50 from Cicerello. So here and there, a couple bobbles, and Winkelmotor making a late push here. Here comes Don. There he is at the line. Winkelmotor with a 40.3, picks up 9/10 right there. Now 7.9 between the two. 4 minutes remaining here. 4 minutes remaining in race number 30. Your leader coming into that hip jump on the right side. Ooh, puts it up on 2 wheels. Cicerello, 41.2. Last time by. Cicerello getting a little skeety out there. Looks like 39.8 though. Good lap. That's actually a good lap right there for Cicerello. And Winkelmotor with a 40.2. So 8 seconds from first back to second. Mo Denton another 19 back. Robinson 18. Big Sean another 21 behind. That's your top 5. Then Gonzalez, Hyman, Flores, Gutierrez, and Bill Mason completes your top 10. 3:15 remaining drivers. 3:15. Trying to keep an eye on these two. Live RC, you can see that at certain times around the track, you can see both first and second place. First place coming down the front side. Rodney Gutierrez, that's my leader right there. Cicerello, 40.5 that time around on a 45 lap, 30-20. 10 seconds between the two, and now it looks like we got one coming off. Mo Denton third, he's 17 back. Robinson 19 back. Big separations all the way down to about 7. Where 7th place Mike Hyman trails by 3.5. Danny Flores, then Rodney Gutierrez. Watch out front side, nobody coming, you got time? We're all good right there. Cicerello coming through the front side, 39.1. Still clicking off great lap times here, 12.3 now. The difference was down to about 7 seconds, but it's grown since then. And we've got 28 minutes in, 2 to go. 28 in, 2 remaining on the clock, race number 30. Coming up next, Sportsman. Race number 31, you guys should be in staging. You guys should be ready to go. We are going to move along quickly from race number 30 to 31. Driver introductions prior to rolling you guys out for warm-up. Prior to rolling you guys out for warm-up, we will go ahead and put a little bit of water on the track next. A little bit of a slick condition out there. See these guys starting to slide the back end around. I think that's a combination of a little bit of a glaze on the track, but also potentially a little bit of tire wear. Normally this track doesn't eat up tires, but the way that it sits right now, it wouldn't surprise me if throughout this 30-minute event they have lost a little bit of forward bite. Cicerello still leads the way, 16-second advantage. Very, very impressive run right now for Paul in that Serpent out of Cleveland, Ohio. Winkelmotor by the line with a 42.8. Trails by 17. Mo Denton trying to tap into this podium right here. He's had a great run, 35 seconds to go. Mark Robinson, another 16 back from Denton. So he needs a miracle at this point to move up into the top 3. Big Sean, a nice top 5 working here. Then Gonzalez, Simon, Gutierrez, Bill Mason, and Danny Flores. That is my top 10. Coming up now on 15 seconds to go. Leader on the track, coming off the backside. Cicerello, no real battles to call, so we're going to keep it right here. 6, 5, 4. The top 2, working lap number 45. Time expires. The only person that has any chance at all to win, other than Paul Cicerello, is Don Vinkelmulder. And Vinkelmulder needs something to happen here with 2 corners to go. Cicerello working on the right side. Come here and be a Nitro Challenge champion in 40 over truck. I'm sure he dreamed about it. And congratulations to Paul Cicerello. Very, very impressive. Definitely an earned win, an earned victory for Paul. Been a great guy to work with throughout this event. Congratulations again to Paul Cicerello, TQ, and then taking the win for Serpent and Pico right there, as well as A-Main. Top 3, Cicerello, Vinkelmulder, and Mo Denton. That's your podium here in 40 over truck. Mark Robinson was 4th. Big Sean was 5th. Then it's Gonzalez, Hyman, Gutierrez, Flores, and Bill Mason top 10. I need about the top 5 into tech, please. Cicerello, Vinkelmulder, Denton, Robinson, and Big Sean to tech, please. Jimmy Babcock to timing, please. Jimmy Babcock to timing.